North Node in Gemini. Your ruler is Mercury, and this is communicative, inquisitive, adaptable, and versatile. And so this is where we start to split our consciousness. This is the experience of duality. That's why you have two pillars. And then you can see that it has very much expanded from what was on the tiny list of the Aries newborn energy. So the attributes to develop is healing curiosity, asking questions to learn how others think, seeing both sides of the situation, tact, logic, communication of internal dichotomies, a positive approach to life and other people, purposely cheering up others, using a non-threatening approach when expressing ideas, listening, openness to new ideas and experiences, seeking factual information before making decisions. And then the tendencies to leave behind in that South Node of Sagittarius would be self righteousness, aloofness, assuming others know where they're at, thinking one knows what others are saying without really listening, needing to be right, espousing truth without taking others' views into account. Careless spontaneity, taking shortcuts, taking oneself too seriously, having a ponderous approach to life, acting on intuition without checking the facts, resisting ideas that are foreign to one's belief system, prejudging present situations on the basis of past experience. So, this is really awesome because we're also going to experience Uranus, an outer moving planet, moving into Gemini in July of 2025, and will be there through May 2033. And if we can look at this also as a way to say, what is it that this great awakener of Uranus moving into Gemini is going to do for us in civilization, and also for you if wherever you have your Gemini placements. And for the purpose of the North Node in Gemini, what an incredible gift it is for you to be alive right now in a change of civilization, because you're going to be able to really step into your leadership with this placement. And that's really exciting. And also because your South Node wisdom of Sagittarius has to do with spirituality. My Lilith is in Sagittarius, and it has to do for me. All of my outside of the box thinking about God and religion has brought me to the Great Mother, has brought me to the original religion of the mother that is at least 300,000 years old before the onset of patriarchy, which was 2 to 4,000 years ago with the external male deity religions. The solar cults is what they're actually called because it's based on the sun, Aries. So, long story short, amazing for you to be North Node in Gemini. I'm so excited to see what you're going to share with us, and I really encourage you to embrace it. And anything that anybody has ever said about Gemini being two-faced, like let that go out. Like that is such a superficial way to look at someone who can see both sides of the coin. And with Uranus moving into Gemini, you're probably going to see a multi-dimensional coin of like 16 sides of it or something. It's going to be absolutely incredible. And this is such a great time also, going back to Sagittarius of me seeing it with the relationship with spirituality and God, is that there is going to be such a massive shift in how people are thinking because of how scary it's going to get as civilization crumbles in order to be reborn, as civilization dies in order to be reborn. And so there's going to be a lot of holding on or maybe even regeneration of old belief systems of an exterior savior versus what the ancients knew, which was as above, so below, as within, so without. We are all of the same substance. So it's really incredible for you to have this North Node placement at this time. Your Gemini affirmations. This is a people oriented lifetime. I can slow down and take the time to connect with others. When I tune in to how others think, I know what to say. I am willing to listen and learn about the other person. I win. If I don't understand, it's okay to ask questions. And that is just absolutely incredible. I love that. I just like want to come back over here because when you listen, you will, and you're balanced, right? When you listen to what other people are saying, especially around their fears with civilization changing, then you can really like use your own intuition to be like, okay, I hear what they're saying, and I can also sense the fear behind it. And because I'm me, this is you talking, because I'm me, I know how I can be helpful, as it says in the affirmation that this is a people oriented lifetime. So you really are here to help us. So thank you very much for being here.